إقبال تكنيك in Femtosecond laser. دكتور محمد إقبال.
Technique in Femtosecond Lasic, the quadrilateral technique and humidified technique for lifting the corneal flap from the stromal bed. I have no financial interests or relationships to disclose. I acknowledge the utmost help, support, and work of the Future Center team in Sohag. What are the disadvantages of the Femtosecond Lasic in practice? The two most important disadvantages, difficulty and time consuming, and this regards to how we lift the flap from the stromal bed. So, what is the quadrilateral technique? It's a new modified technique for lifting the Femtosecond Lasic flap. It involves separation of the Femto flap from the stromal pit and the four quadrants separately. Difficulty is now simple. First step is fixation. Then I release the edge of the flap all around. This will facilitate easy separation. Then we will go from one side to the other side centrally. Thus we are making a track. Then we come back, take one quarter, the other quarter in the same track, and thus we simply remove the flap from the stromal pit within 30 seconds. And again, we release the edges of the whole flap all around, and you have to fix it, the eye. Unless you fix the eye, this is going to be difficult. So the quadrilateral technique involves three steps: fixation and releasing of the edges of the flap, and this will be followed by separation of each quadrant separately after making a common track for these quadrants. Now, as you can see, you can simply take one quadrant, the opposite one, return to the same track, take the third, take the fourth, and return back with the flap. So, what are the tricks in this technique? In bilateral Femtosecond Lasic, if you are going to do bilateral case, first do bilateral Femtosecond laser flap creation, thus giving a chance for the air bubbles disappearance. This will decrease the flap resistance in lifting. And if you are going to do second step, then do bilateral excimer laser. In unilateral Femtosecond laser, it's better to wait from 30 to 60 seconds before you start lifting the flap. Advantages of this technique: simplicity, time saving, preservation of the intact flap quality, using the lowest power of the Femtosecond laser for flap creation. That's bit energy 0.8 microjoule and side cut energy 0.9 microjoule. Easy manipulation of the 90 micron flap thickness that facilitates the maximum correction of the refractive error from the stromal bed. This paper has been published 5 months ago. And my SMS, the quadrilateral technique, is a new, simple, safe, effective technique for lifting the corneal flap from the stromal bed. Thank you.